Hello, everyone. Welcome to our May Rising Leaders Huddle. I don't know if you feel the same way. I'm assuming you do, but I literally can't believe that I'm saying the word May. Cannot believe that I'm saying May already. This year is flying by. And next month, it's already happening. Next month, we have Scentsy Family Reunion. And that just made me think she did not message me back the mock-up. Okay, so anyway, yeah, next month we have Scentsy Family Reunion. Who is going to be at Scentsy Family Reunion? Use the chat. Let me know if you're going to be there. If you're not going to be with us in person, I hope that you sign up for virtual. So you will be joining us virtually for Scentsy Family Reunion, which is the biggest and best event of the year. Joanne's going to be in person. Crystal's going to be in person. Deb's doing virtual. Pepper's going to be there. I have been working hard to prepare for our meeting, for our awards and stuff that we get to do. As Superstar Directors, they give us the pleasure of having a meeting room for 45 minutes. So I love this opportunity to celebrate your achievements and connect with all of you. So I just absolutely cannot wait. I cannot wait for Scentsy Family Reunion. It's been a long time since we've all been together in person for this, and it's going to be fabulous. So yes, next month we have SFR, virtual or in person. So many exciting things coming up to look forward to. And at SFR, of course, we will find out where Scentsy Family Reunion will be the following year in 2023. And we will also find out what our new incentive is, our big fall and winter incentive, what that will be, where we'll be going, what we'll be able to earn. And it's just going to be an amazing time. Of course, we're going to get to see the new catalog, the new fragrances, new products that are coming out. It's going to be epic. So I'm very much looking forward to that, and I hope y'all are as well. You might have seen today that I did post that I was going to be sharing our SFR team situation, but she did not get me the mock-up. I'm guessing she's not going to be able to get the mock-up. So I will have to just kind of like paste something together to show you guys what we're going to do. So I'll try to do that tomorrow. Because it's such short notice, we aren't going to have like an official team shirt, but we are going to have an exclusive design that no one else has. But it's not going to be personalized with our team information. But we will have a shirt that we are wearing if you'd like to join us on team day. That will be exclusive to us. It's one of my favorite new shirt designers. I just got one of these shirts from her the other day. I love it. So I reached out to her about doing something a little different just for us for SFR, and she said yes. But I don't think she's going to be able to do a mock-up for us, which is fine. So that is some important news. I also want to take a moment to congratulate anyone who promoted last month. Is anyone who is on this huddle right now, someone who promoted to lead consultant, star consultant, superstar consultant, or even director, please use the chat. Let us know so we can congratulate you on your promotion. And so as we're waiting to see if anybody answers in the chat, I'm going to tell you what we can expect tonight. So tonight is our rising, yay, Tatiana promoted to lead. Congratulations, Tatiana. So this is our Rising Leaders Huddle. And what that means is lead consultants, star consultants, superstar consultants, and of course, directors if they'd like to join as well. This is for our rising leaders, people who are working and actively focused on growing your business to the title of director and beyond. Because director is not the end all be all, right? Director is our first truly recognized by home office title of leadership. It just says iPhone director. Tell us your name, because it just says iPhone. So it is the first really recognized by home office title. That's when you get to choose your team name officially. That's when you get to join exclusive trainings by home office and things like that. It's a very special title. So if you're here, I'm glad you're here. I'm so excited that you are engaged and you are taking the time to invest, to learn, and to grow. That is how you're going to see your business flourish. So tonight, what I'm going to be sharing with you on our May Rising Leaders Huddle is some content that was shared with us at this incredible experience that we just had as superstar directors with home office and the Disney Institute. So if you did not see last month, last month, Superstar directors were able to register to attend an event here in Orlando at Walt Disney World. And we had a full day training with the Disney Institute. And then we had an evening at Magic Kingdom, and we had a full day at Epcot. So we were able to experience the Flower and Garden Festival and see Scentsy's spot there that we have set up. It was so wonderful. I've actually already been there and already seen it because we're pass holders and we go all the time. But it was still very special to be there surrounded by Scentsy family and get to experience it with all of those people. So it was an incredible trip and something that I know all of you, I'm sure, would love to be at. And I'm sure it is the first of many things. I don't say this because I know. I would just assume that it will be the first of many experiences that we're going to have with Disney. And I know that when you're not at a Superstar Director title, it might be frustrating to be like, oh, why are they only doing that for Superstar Directors? But it gives us all something to work towards. I remember when I was a director or when I was a Superstar consultant, and I would look at things like Summit, and I would be disappointed and sad that I was not able to attend these things. But it was fuel, and it was just a fuel, and it lit my fire and made me push harder to get there. So I could experience these very limited, exclusive opportunities that the highest title of the company is allowed to do. So I just want to encourage you, if you're feeling that, I felt that too. I was there. I know what that's like. But like you, I was dedicated and driven, and I made it happen. And I know you can make it happen too. So I look forward to experiencing more of these trips with more of you in the future. So tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you a few different things. The main focus that we are going to be talking about is the compass tool that Disney uses. But first, I want to share a couple of things that they kind of kicked off with us. So this quote from Walt Disney was part of the introduction. It says, "Whatever we accomplish is due to the combined effort. The organization must be with you or you don't get it done. In my organization, there is respect for every individual, and we all have a keen respect for the public." Walt Disney. Disney's consistent business results are driven by strategically focusing on certain business functions and opportunities in which companies often fail to see the value and potential. And that is a key source of what differentiates us. We have learned to be intentional where others may be unintentional. So what do they mean by being intentional? At Disney Parks and Resorts, being intentional means being highly purposeful and paying particular attention to detail. Hang on, let me add this person. At our Disney Parks and Resorts, being intentional means being highly purposeful and paying particular attention to detail. We tend to think about things differently than others and to a greater degree. We tend to think about things differently than others and to a greater degree. We pay extraordinary attention to the details surrounding general business processes. We pay extraordinary attention to the details surrounding general business processes. Sounds like systems to me. We strategically place emphasis that is both greater than and different from what is typical in corporate best practices. We strategically place emphasis that is both greater than and different from what is typical in corporate best practices. We have prevailing evidence that suggests that what we do works. And a note that I wrote is, there is no such thing as an unimportant detail. It's one of the things that they specifically said. There is no such thing as an unimportant detail. Okay. So now I'm going to talk with you guys about one of those key areas, and that is the compass tool. Okay, right? We know compass is never eat soggy waffles, right? North, east, south, south, and west, right? Never eat soggy waffles. That's what I learned in elementary school. Did anybody else learn that in school? Never eat soggy waffles. Now I don't get to eat waffles at all anymore, but it's okay, I'll survive, unless they're gluten-free. Okay, which I haven't come across a good gluten-free waffle. If you have, you send it my way. Okay, so the compass tool, setting a direction for service. Never eat shredded wheat. Mariana learned that one too. Okay, so the compass tool, setting a direction for service. So we're literally talking about an actual compass, okay? But what they did, their north, east, west, and south with. What they did, their north, west, south, and east with is needs, wants, stereotypes, and emotions. Needs, wants, stereotypes, and emotions, okay? The compass tool is something that, in this particular instance, Disney Institute was training us from a customer perspective. But I also feel that for us, this can be from a customer perspective, but also from our team members' perspective as well. Okay, here's what they said. Gaining customer knowledge needs to be a systematic process. Organizations should not make assumptions about what customers need or want for their service experience. So basically what they're trying to say and what they want us to take from what I'm about to share with you is you can't lay a blanket, just a blanket general statement over customers' wants and needs, that there are specifics for each individual and for each individual team member, right? So here's how we can learn a little bit more about putting this into practice for ourselves. Okay, so first we're going to talk about the letter N, which is needs, okay? The N is for needs. We are not talking about basic human needs, but situational needs. You should consider what your customers need from you. For example, Disney's guests. What do Disney's guests need? What are they coming to Disney for? Use the chat. Somebody tell me. What are Disney's guests coming to Disney for? To feel special, for fun, experiences, for the magic, yeah, the experience. In its most simplest form, people are coming to Disney for a vacation, right? In its simplest form, people are coming to Disney for a vacation, right? So what does a customer at a grocery store need? In its simplest form, they need food, right? If a customer is visiting a financial institution, if a customer is going to Edward Jones, right? They need financial advice. Or if they're going to a bank, they need a loan or a bank account, right? In its simplest form, that is a need, right? That is their need. So with Scentsy, in its simplest form, what do our customers need in general? What do our customers need from us in general? Smell good stuff. Yeah, right? Smell goods. Fragrant products. They need stuff that smells good. That's what they need, right? Okay, so our customers need scented products. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so let's talk about wants. The W is for wants. While needs meet a predetermined service or product need, wants can be defined in terms of the desired outcome, okay? So needs is a service or product need, but wants is more of a desired outcome, right? So wants is kind of more like what you were talking about above, the magic, the experience, right? In regards to Disney, that's more of the want part of it, right? The want is truly what the customer wants and hopes to gain from the experience, okay? So while guests are coming to Disney needing a vacation, what do they actually want? And some of y'all nailed it on the head what they said here is magical memories that last a lifetime. So their need is a vacation, but what they truly want out of that vacation is magical memories that last for a lifetime. So at a life insurance agency, a customer comes in wanting an insurance policy, but what they truly desire, what they truly want is what? Peace of mind, right? At the grocery store, the customer needs food, but what they want is a wide variety of things to choose from. At the financial institution, they may need a bank account or financial advice, but what they want is security and a return on their investment. Okay, so the want takes their need to a deeper level, a more personalized level. Okay, so let's think about it from a Scentsy perspective. Let's talk about our customers first. So our customers, they need scented products, but what is the want? How would you guys describe a general want when it comes to Scentsy? Use the chat for me. And you see and this literally was not intentional. I just live in Disney clothes all the time. This is actually a children's sweatshirt, but I loved it so much. I had to have it. Park hop till you drop. Yeah, I think it has something on the hood too. Yeah, I had to have it. She's an oldie but a goodie. Okay, they want product at a good value, supporting us. Any other thoughts? What do our customers truly want? Great products, feelings through scent, being part of a community. Yes, all good thoughts, all good thoughts. What I wrote when I thought about this, when I reflected on this, is I thought in general, our customers want a safe, beautifully scented home. Or a good smelling car, right? But in general, I feel and when I think about what do our customers really want, I think the safety factor is so important. I love that, especially having a 2-year-old myself, he literally pulled a warmer over on himself at my mom's house the other day. Thank God it wasn't my house. The mess wasn't at my house. It was at my mom's house. But he pulled a warmer down on himself the other day. And it's just it's such a reminder that we have such a safe product. And I love that I can give my friends, my customers, my, acquaintances, whatever, a safe, beautifully scented home. And safe in so many ways, not just the wax being, not too hot, but also non-toxic. So to me, when I think about what our customers want, that's what I feel. Okay. Okay, so next is stereotypes. I hate talking about this one, right? We know, we feel this, right? We feel this one. So the S is for stereotypes. Those preconceived notions a customer may have when they do business with you or your industry. All right, so let's talk about Disney first. What are some preconceived notions that people would have negative thoughts or preconceived notions about theme parks? Disney, right? What are some things that come to mind? Use the chat. What are some things that you think of? Stereotypes about theme parks, Disney. Expensive, yep. Overpriced, long lines, expensive, crowded. Yep, exactly. Everyone, no matter your industry, no matter if you're the most magical, freaking fabulous place in the world like Disney World, everyone has negative stereotypes, just like we experience in our business. Yep, Disney is for kids, crowded. Yeah, right? That's what everybody thinks of. Expensive, 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 crowded. Yes, okay. All right, so what about our business? What are some negative stereotypes that people say about our business? Scentsy is for women, spammy, MLM, pyramid scheme, expensive, yes, expensive. Yeah. You guys hear that a lot, don't you? Yeah, right? So every single business, no matter how fabulous you are, you all have those stereotypes, right? Like for me, the things I think of for negative stereotypes are pushy. Direct salespeople are pushy. Direct salespeople are self-centered. Like, oh, I want to, I want you to join my team for me. I want you to do this for me. I want you to host a party for me, right? So what comes to mind for me is pushy, selfish. So if we think about our stereotypes that we have for our specific business, what are some ways that we can, because these are the exact words that Disney Institute used, help whenever possible to exceed those expectations, right? So what can we do? And that's what we need to be thinking about. And I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. What can we do to help, however possible, whenever possible, to exceed those expectations? How can we exceed those expectations that people have with those negative stereotypes? Any thoughts? Any thing you want to share in the chat? Those negative stereotypes that we talked about above, how can we, whenever possible, exceed those expectations? Let's see. Teach customers about bundle and save options, sharing, not selling. Be yourself, educate regarding warranties, show the value, build relationships, not taking customers for granted. All of that is great. Yes. I was going to say customer service, which y'all absolutely nailed. And a part of the customer service too, I see, is tailoring our approach to people, which also means we need to know them, right? Like we need to tailor our approach to their wants and their needs. So if we don't know their wants and their needs, how can we tailor that approach? So I think it's very important, in order to not seem like a spammy, yucky, direct sales person, building those relationships, knowing our customers, knowing our team members, and tailoring our approach to them and their needs and their wants. Okay, so last is emotions. The E is for emotions. We have discussed the importance of connecting with your customers on an emotional, not just rational level to drive differentiation. That was a different section of the notebook. So you guys are probably like, what? But when striving to understand your customers on a holistic scale, you must recognize and be sensitive to the different emotional levels of your customers. Remember, you must see the people, not just the issues. A customer's emotions become heightened when a service failure has occurred. Have you guys experienced that yourself, right? Like as a customer, have you been in a scenario where the service failed your expectations and then you do experience those heightened emotions, right? Has anybody been there, experienced that? Yes, like I'll just tell you guys, recently I had a terrible experience with Instacart. A terrible, terrible experience with Instacart. The girl was so insanely rude to me. And I was just like, whoa. I mean, I was like through the roof, like super emotional about it. Like, whoa, like I could not believe it. I could not believe the way I was treated. And yes, I mean, your emotions will go through the roof. Your emotions will go very heightened when a service failure has occurred. So I think it's so important that we think about our language and really reflect on how we're speaking to our customers and how we're delivering, especially negative news. This is something I post about in the team page all the time. Like, we have to make sure that we're connecting with them emotionally, we're being understanding, we're being empathetic, especially when any type of a failure has occurred, something that has disappointed them. Okay, so the compass tool. This is the compass: needs, wants, stereotypes, and emotions. So when it comes to, I talk about VIP a lot, right? Like I have my VIP mail, my VIP customers, my VIP club people, right? But I really like what Disney says here, what Disney Institute says. VIP is very individual person. When customers feel like individuals, they are more likely to perceive their experiences as unique and special. When customers feel like individuals, they are more likely to perceive their experience as unique and special. So think about that. Reflect on that. How are you treating your customers as individuals? How are you connecting with them individually? How are you providing them exceptional service? And without being, like, it goes without being said, how are you teaching your teams to do this same thing, right? Anything you learn on a leadership training like this, you should be turning around and sharing this content with your teams. You should be sharing your notes with them. You should be discussing it with them. You should be sharing the training link with them after it's done. I don't want you to think I have a problem with you sharing this training with team members who are not leaders yet. I do not. I just want to keep it intimate when we do it live. But after it's over, I've recorded it. You can share it if you would like to share it. And I would encourage you to share it. So let's talk about the Compass tool and how we're going to incorporate that. So what do your customers need from you when they come to your business, right? What do your customers need from you when they come to your business? And what do your customers want from you when they come to your business? You specifically, not Scentsy, but you and Scentsy. You're the dream team, you and Scentsy. So what differentiates you? Why are they coming to you and choosing you and Scentsy? What need are they going to being met? What need are they going to have met in the combination of you and Scentsy? What want are they going to have met in the combination of you and Scentsy? Think about that. Think about how you want your customers to feel after they have an experience with you. Now, in the book, they did these little things. They have different icons. This is the great idea icon. It says, all of your customers have their own compass. So use the compass tool to help your employees assess the needs, wants, stereotypes, and emotions of the person in front of them at any given moment, and then personalize their interaction accordingly. This really is something that is so special for us to carry with us throughout our entire career. Any business would be better for utilizing this compass tool. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys a story that they actually shared with us at the Disney Institute, the woman who is leading this part. She started by sharing this quote with us, and I loved this quote. I wrote it down like 3 times in my book because I loved it so much. The quote was, "It is not our fault, but it is our problem. It is not our fault, but it is our problem." And I'm going to tell you the example that she shared with us. Okay, so the woman that I'm referring to, she works in Disneyland. She's with the Disney Institute, but she's over in Disneyland. And she shared a story with us from when she was a cast member in the park. And a girl who was visiting for her birthday, she came in to get her button. You know, they have the buttons for the different holidays. One says, it's my birthday, for the different occasions, I should say. So she came in to get her "It's my birthday" button. And the woman said to the girl who was there by herself, started engaging her in conversation about her birthday. And the girl explained that she was supposed to have 2 friends come to the park with her that day, but instead something happened, neither of them could come. So she was really sad that she was there by herself. She felt pretty lousy about the fact that it was her birthday and she was spending her birthday alone at Disneyland. So the woman, the cast member, said, "Hang on 1 minute. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this. Hold on 1 minute." So she left. She went back to the back, spoke to a couple people, came right back out and said, "We are going to do something special for you. Can you please come back in 1 hour? Come back in 1 hour." And she was like, "Oh, okay." The woman said, when she told the birthday girl this, she had no idea what they were going to do. No clue. But she knew that she needed to do something. Was it her fault that the girl's friends did not come that day? No. But it was her problem. And she was going to solve it, and she was going to fix it. That's how Disney cast members are trained to look at situations. It is not my fault, but it is my problem. That is not at all, and there's still more to tell, so hang on, bear with me. That is not the way, just like in the beginning of the book I shared, that is not the way most businesses will look at something. Most businesses will look at something like, it is my fault, but it's still not my problem, right? That's how most businesses, most employees look at situations. Certainly not, it's not my fault that this girl's friends bailed on her. It's not my problem either. They certainly would not easily look at it like that when they look at it like, I did this, but it's not my problem. I mean, that's how the majority of the business world works. That's how the majority of the world works, unfortunately, nowadays. There's not enough magic in the world, okay? But this is how you differentiate yourself. This is how you make a difference, and this is how you create lasting impressions. So she came back in an hour. In the meantime, while that hour passed, the cast member went to the back, talked to some people, talked to her manager, talked to some other cast members, and they came up with a plan. So the birthday girl came back. They took the girl down the street to an ice cream shop right there on their main street. And prepared ahead of time was a private table that was roped off for her, for her to have her own little private ice cream social. And the woman was basically her friend, right? She said, I'm going to be your friend for a little while here. I'm going to hang with you if that's okay. So the two of them went together to this ice cream shop. They had a private area roped off for her, sat down. This place, this ice cream shop, does not have printed menus. They printed a little menu of some ice cream options for her and gave her this and made it this whole big special thing. And she chose an ice cream sundae. So she's waiting for her ice cream sundae. She's chatting with the cast member. They're just hanging out. Guess who comes in to deliver her ice cream sundae? None other than Alice and the Mad Hatter. They come in, they make a whole big deal about how it's her unbirthday. They present her this. The Mad Hatter stands up on the table. It's all this whole big fun thing. Everybody in the ice cream shop is watching and wondering like, oh my gosh, who's this special girl, you know? That experience, if you put yourself in that girl's shoes, imagine what you would feel like. You just happened to mention to the cast member that your friends bailed on you for your birthday and you're by yourself. And this cast member turns that around into probably one of the most special experiences of this girl's life, right? I mean, she's never going to forget that experience. That cast member, this woman, did not have to do that. It was not her problem. It was not her problem. I'm sorry, it was not her fault. But she made it her problem. She made it her problem to solve. And now this girl and the cast member are actually friends, and they stay in touch. The girl became an annual pass holder, you know, and so all that did was solidify the brand, solidify what the brand stands for, and create more loyalty for the brand. The girl became a cast member. I mean, a pass holder. I mean, I'm a pass holder. We pay a lot of money each month to be pass holders. And, you know, once you become one, you don't want to not be one ever again, because, you know, it's pretty awesome to get to go whenever you want. But I wanted you guys to hear that real life example of putting that into practice. You know, that is putting the compass to practice. That's hearing what her want was, hearing what her needs was, paying attention to her emotions, and finding a solution to something that wasn't really her fault, but it was her problem to solve. And so I want you to think about the compass, not just for your customers, but also think about it from a team member's perspective. I know as a lead consultant, a star consultant, a superstar consultant, you're looking at your team and thinking, oh, it's just me and 2 others, or oh, it's just me and 4 others, or it's just me and a few others. But every single one of those people is here for a reason. They have a want, right? They have a need. Maybe everyone on your team just says that they're here for a discount. Okay. Show them how, because like look at the scenario I mentioned the other night on our all consultant huddle. So many of our consultants say they're here just for a discount and they want to get a discount on their products. But how are they actually doing it? Have you ever just asked them, how do you go about getting your discount? How do you go about getting your discount? I guarantee they're not in Scentsy Club, which is the best way to get their discount if they truly just want a discount. Guarantee they're not even in Scentsy Club. I mentioned Scentsy Club because they're going to get 10% off their order, a half-priced item, plus get paid commission on it. If you're going to be here for the discount, do it well, right? Do it right. Don't just be like, oh man, I need some wax. Hold on, let me go place an individual order. Okay, oh God, I got to pay $10 shipping on this? Oh, no, I'm just going to wait. I don't want to pay $10 shipping. That's how most people get their discount, right? You know it's true. So even just a base level consultant who is on your team for a discount, she has a need and a want, and you can show her how to really do that and get the most out of it. It's not your fault that she isn't in club, but it is your problem, right? She's part of your team. She's here for a reason. Help her make the most out of it. Okay? Your team members that are hungrier and they want a little extra money each month. What is their want? Have those conversations. Get to know what their desired outcome is. And make it small. Start small with it. What's your desired outcome for your May commission check? What would you like to do with that May commission check? All of my conversations are short-term like that. Yeah, I want to know what your big picture goal is. You know, but if someone's telling me, I want to make $1,000 a month so I can quit my job, that is a big picture goal. What are we going to do in between all that? How are we going to keep you satisfied and fulfilled and engaged in that time that it's going to take to get you from here to there, right? So I really want to encourage you to not just think about the compass from a customer perspective, which is mainly what Disney is presenting it as, but also think about it from a team perspective. This compass, like for me, this was one of my biggest aha moments, and I was so excited to share it with you all tonight. I've always loved trainings like this. I just really like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like acronyms, like I like trainings like this. So it really, really spoke to me. And I was very excited to share it with you all tonight. And I hope that everyone who watches this recording or is here live can see the value in it as well, and can see how focusing on the needs, the wants, the stereotypes, and the emotions can help to make our experiences with our customers and our experiences with our team members the best experiences, where people feel unique and special, and when people feel valued. If people feel valued, they will not leave. When people feel valued, they will not leave. And that was actually share with you guys. Oh, well, I can't find it right now. So does anybody have any questions before we wrap things up? Communication is the key. I will most definitely be watching again. Need to write my notes for the first part that I missed. Yes, and so I did record this so you guys can watch the playback, and of course share it with your teams. And like I mentioned, there is so much information in this notebook. I'm going to continue to share more and more, but this is where I wanted to start tonight. And then for the directors, on Sunday night, I am very, very excited about what I'm sharing with them. It's basically the introduction and then the leadership imperative. Very, very good. So if you are not a director, don't worry, I will record it so you can join us with the playback. So any questions or anything y'all want to share, anything you thought about as we were doing tonight's content, please feel free to use the chat. I'll be watching the replay and sharing with my team. Good. Good, good, good. We have a few directors on here. Star director. Look at that. We got Abby, we got Pepper, we got Tracy, we got Joanne. I love it. We have a few of our top leaders on here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.